We are now going to look at a specific type of polygon known as triangles. Triangles are polygons with 3 sides and 3 angles, and we will specifically be looking at classifying triangles. Triangles can be classified by their angles or their sides. Here we'll take a look at classifying triangles by their sides. One way to classify a triangle is that if they have all sides that are congruent, we call that an equilateral triangle. Here's an example of an equilateral triangle. An isosceles triangle is a triangle that has at least 2 congruent sides. Based on the markings here, we see that this triangle has 2 congruent sides. So I am going to drag that next to the definition of isosceles triangle. And finally, a scalene triangle is a triangle with no congruent sides. All 3 sides here are of different lengths, and since that is the case, we will call that a scalene triangle, and I will drag that into the box right here. So here you have a picture of an equilateral triangle, an isosceles triangle, and a scalene triangle. Now we're going to look at classifying triangles by their angles. And there are 3 ways we can classify triangles by their angles. The first classification is known as an acute triangle. In an acute triangle, all 3 angles are less than 90 degrees. The picture of this triangle right here shows a triangle where all 3 angles are less than 90 degrees, so I'll put the picture right next to that definition. The second way we can classify triangles is known as a right triangle. And in a right triangle, there is one angle that is equal to 90 degrees. That little box in the corner right there indicates that that is a right angle, and since that's contained within a triangle, this triangle is a picture of a right triangle. The third way to classify triangles by its angle is an obtuse triangle. And in an obtuse triangle, one angle is more than 90 degrees. This angle right here is greater than 90 degrees. Therefore, this is a picture of an obtuse triangle. I will drag that triangle into the box there. So finally, our final answer shows these pictures next to the definition of the 3 angles, or 3 classifications of triangles by their angles.